doing a second round of Q and A stuff.
Some letters.
Some letters.
We're doing a second round of lettering, and yeah. And then on top of it, for whatever reason, Andy decided that we should be eating bug candies.
So what we're gonna do for this one, because we have some lovely questions submitted by you guys on Twitter, I ran across some flavored insects at Target, and I thought it would be fun for us to do, answer a question and then eat one of these insects each time we finish answering. I'll submit a close-up of these probably right now with, you know, a lovely look at these.
You probably don't have to announce that.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just keep talking as I'm actually doing it. But yeah, you'll see we got crickets, bacon, and cheese flavored, and then some larvas that are barbecue. So yeah, this will be interesting. And the thing is, it's funny because this seemed like a great idea when you're looking at it in the store. Like, yeah, we should do this because it'll be funny. And then it's a lot different when you're staring down the gun right now.
Yeah.
So yeah. Woo! Okay,
so the first question comes from Twitter user Mohammed Zain. What are your goals for the future right now, and what were your goals as a kid?
Who's going first?
You can go first.
That's only fair since this was my idea. Okay, so what were my goals
in the future, and what were your goals as a kid?
Well, I guess I'll start with a kid right now, because my goals as a kid was to, if I remember right, the only thing I really wanted to do at one point in time was I was like, man, I want to be a NASCAR driver. And I remember wanting to do that once I got into that, and I was like, that'd be so much fun. And then of course your goals change, and you're like, well, I want to be a teacher, so I'm going to go to college and become an awesome history teacher at a school like I had. And then right now is, I guess, more of my main goals are to build a house, have another kid, and keep doing this stuff because this is fun. But anyways, I'm gonna pop one of these barbecue larvas. Oh my god!
This was your idea.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be a second video in my thoughts.
Oh well. I don't taste much barbecue. Oh wait, no, there it is.
I never really had goals as a kid. I just kind of wanted to do stuff in general, like just kind of be happy doing things. So I guess I'm kind of doing that a little bit, other than having to work all the time.
Yeah.
So I never really knew what I wanted to do per se. I just kind of wanted to be able to do whatever I wanted. So it's up there.
Okay.
And same with long-term goals or future goals. I don't. I guess my goals would just be to try to be happier. I guess.
No, that's not bad.
Don't really have. I mean, financial success would be nice. That's about it, really. Travel. Those are my current goals. So I guess I'm gonna try a cricket then. This is so fucking stupid.
I can't get a read off your face. We'll switch it up for
as
the
long
next
as you're
one.
not thinking about it being a bug. It's not terrible.
It's not, okay.
It's just weird the fact that you're eating a bug.
Yeah, you know.
And that there's like antenna in your mouth.
Old school, you know,
legs.
Back in the day, the old school humans, you know, living off the land.
So, Balloon Barons asks, what is your favorite video game movie?
That one for me, absolutely no question asked.
Stuck in my teeth.
Warcraft. I loved the movie Warcraft when it came out, and I dragged Adam and another one of my friends, Adam, to go see it. And I loved it. I loved it so much. Like the musical score to it was great. Just the way it referenced so many things from the game was awesome. Oh gosh, and I love Travis Fimmel, if that's how you pronounce his name. He's the main character in it. It's in Vikings.
I thought it was a fine movie. I didn't play Warcraft, so I didn't get all the jokes and references. But
I'm not looking forward to this one.
Mine is the Super Mario Brothers movie. I know it's fucking terrible, but yes.
It's not terrible, besides the fact of thinking about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
Mentally, it's the toughest part.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, the Mario Brothers movie, just because it came out when I was young and dumb enough to start liking that movie, I guess. So
That's a classic.
Alright, try some of these fucking worms.
Yeah, I'll read the next one while you do that. So, BlazeMax asks, why did you start YouTube and do you have any goals? Well, I mean, this is one that we answered in one of the other ones, but we started YouTube because Ab and I had lots of just funny conversations all the time when we first met and started working in the warehouse at our job. And I was looking to get out of the house more because I was busy working 2 jobs, kids, family life stuff. So it was a good excuse to go hang out once a week, just record, play a video game, talk about funny stuff. So that's kind of why we started it. And then goals again. I mean, I guess for the channel, if we could do that since we talked about personal goals. I mean, we want to keep this going, progress, keep doing more fun stuff, meet new people.
Hopefully a little bit better quality videos
yes,
too.
Better quality videos would be good.
Lately we've gotten a new computer, so hopefully
that's
editing videos with that once we get the format or the files formatted right. Hopefully it'll be quicker and be able to throw up videos quicker of us doing other things than outside of gaming.
Oh gosh.
We also, we mentioned in the previous video, we actually tried starting out as a band type thing too, to make some extra money playing at bars. Just a 2-piece acoustic thing, but Andy at the time was working a couple jobs and then he had a kid on the way, and
I never practiced.
He never had time to practice, so that kind of So then we just decided, we'll switch over and just do video games, and we saw, people on YouTube could make some money and stuff, so we tried starting that, and then fucking algorithms and stuff changed.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff.
But we've still been having fun doing it and being part of this community, so we just been continuing. So Coco Gamer, we just live streamed with him a little bit. Asks, where did we meet, or are we brothers?
So the answer to that question is yes.
Yes, we met.
Yes, we met. But no, we're not related at all.
We met about 5 years ago at work. We actually both got hired in to do the same exact job. At the time, I believe there was only one opening available.
So we're competing. Actually.
We were competing for a job, but then it opened up. A second position opened up, so we both actually got hired into the warehouse the exact same day. And then after we started hanging out and talking to each other, we realized that we were both born in the exact same hospital, one day apart. So we could be brothers.
Yeah, maybe. It could all be a conspiracy that we don't know.
We were set to. We were supposed to be put together, I guess.
Destiny.
So this is probably the hardest question.
Oh gosh, it's getting stuck in my throat.
Yeah, I'm not liking the bugs stuck in my teeth and now my tongue. So the last question is the toughest one. What are your top 10 video games of all time?
Oh yeah, and this comes from Wauwautosatufguy.
I didn't know how to pronounce the name.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I even butchered that, but I've heard him say it enough in his videos. I think I got it right, so hopefully. Yeah, I'll let you start, because you wrote yours down.
Yeah, I wrote mine down.
I did, but I left them at work. So.
I put them, they're not in numerical order, I don't think, but there's 10 of them. So supposed to go from the top. I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game for Nintendo. I just have a lot of memories playing that game on the Nintendo. And then Halo. I always Halo's kind of what got me back into video games in early high school, I think. For a while there, I was just playing Nintendo and N64, and those kind of fell apart, because they were obsolete at that point. And then Xbox came out, and Halo, we had LAN parties and all that. Playing Halo online was pretty fun at the time. Then Grand Theft Auto. My favorite personally is Vice City. I think it was because it was the first one that I actually got on a PS2.
Oh.
And yeah, so that one was always one of my favorites. And then WWF, No Mercy. I'm a big wrestling fan, and that's probably the best wrestling game made, as a lot of YouTubers will claim to that.
People will criticize you if they don't agree. So
everybody agrees. It's a pretty well-known fact amongst the internet.
So let them know. Is that the best one?
So when I had a PS2, I only had like wrestling games and then like Guitar Hero games. Guitar Hero is not really on my list, but the other type of game that I had were Tony Hawk's Underground games.
Oh, yes.
Tony Hawk games, they were always fun. My favorite was probably Tony Hawk's Underground. I just liked like the fact you can get off the skateboard and like the storyline mode with like Bam Margera and those guys. It was pretty fun. The next game I have on here is Pokemon. Probably yellow, red, or blue. I also played Gold and Silver a lot. I liked the breeding aspect of that, and then stuff like that. It was fun. I think I liked yellow the best just because like there's always something like that felt lonely about walking around in Pokemon. 'Cause it's just like your character walking. But like yellow, if you had Pikachu in your party, he'd follow you around. So it's like having a pet follow you around, which is always something that I liked. A little addition thing. And then I also got that when I got my Game Boy Color, so having it in color was pretty cool. Mario 64 is the first N64 game I had. I remember getting that for Christmas, and just a lot of fun memories of playing that for the first time and trying to get all 120 stars. I think I'm at 114 or something. I forget about trying to get all the rest of the stars. Maybe that'll be a video.
Yeah, maybe.
Adam tries to get the other stars that he can't get. Fucking that carpet ride, the rainbow, riding the rainbow. That level sucks. And the clock. I hate the clock level. Harvest Moon is another one of my favorites. I always had it on Game Boy. I think it was like the second or third one for Game Boy Color. It was just a fun game that I'd be able to bring with me to play. So, and it's it's like a non-violent type game that is just relaxing to play. Good way to wind down. It's a more recent game for up here, but Zelda Breath of the Wild. I didn't think I could make this list without having that on there, just because I looked at how much time I have into that game, and it's like 180, 200 hours.
Oh,
yeah, I have all the shrines unlocked. I have done everything you can do in that game, other than the third and fourth stage, or the second and third stages of the Master Sword DLC. And then my other one is Super Mario Brothers 3. Just a lot of nostalgia for that game. I remember being a kid and my parents would be playing that all night while I was supposed to be sleeping, and I'd sneak downstairs and watch them play that. So,
alright, well,
so that's my top 10.
Yeah, you can have
Try
another
one
cricket.
more cricket here.
I'll keep track since I never write mine down, but
Oh god.
for me,
The light came off. Oh god. Just two in my hands.
oh gosh.
Oh god.
Well, for me, and obviously no particular order, is Skyrim. Oh my gosh, I love Skyrim so much.
It's really dry.
Yeah, they are really dry. But Skyrim, I put so many hours into that. I don't know offhand, but I mean, that I just would play every single day. Came home from work or college. Next one for me, also Breath of the Wild. Love that game. I mean, by far is the best Zelda game out there, until they probably come out with a newer one, which hopefully will be even better than that.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to top.
I love those ones. One for me, Half-Life 2, which I'm holding up through to keep track of games, by the way.
I'm marking these down.
Oh, okay, thank you. Half-Life 2 is a phenomenal game. That was like one of the best games I played on original Xbox, and I still wish I had that. But from there, I guess I'd say Halo as well. Lots of fond memories in high school playing LAN parties, going Halo 1, Halo 2, and even when I finally moved out, I used to play Halo 3 all the time, and with a bunch of friends that lived within a house. That's just a phenomenal game.
We had my friend was moving from Michigan to Colorado, and his going away party, we had a LAN party.
Nice.
And played Halo. We all brought over our 360s and our TVs and shit, and it was just like a classic LAN party. This was Like, I mean, it was probably about 6 or 7 years ago or so.
Okay.
But, yeah, it was fun. So, I mean, LAN parties were kind of obsolete when we did it.
Yeah.
I just remembered that part. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, you're cool. So what am I? Number 5, Battlefield series. That's pretty recent. I love Battlefield. Battlefield 4 I enjoyed, but I really love Battlefield 1, and I have a feeling I'm gonna love Battlefield 5 coming out here soon. So those ones I've really loved because of the historical, I guess, kind of specifics on it. Oh gosh, I gotta remember what else now.
I'm trying to get cricket legs out of my teeth.
Alright, so next I would go ahead and say Super Mario, I guess, and that could encompass kind of like New Super Mario Bros. Like we were playing on the channel, which I wasn't particularly good at, but it was still fun.
You were
and
pretty terrible.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible. I guess that's probably more accurate. But even Super Mario Maker, love that game. And
that one's close on my list. I was trying to like do one.
Oh, try to pick
one game.
Yeah.
So I had like Mario 64 and Mario 3, but.
Which Mario 64 is a great game too, but it never kind of gets. It's not on my list, but oh yeah, 3D World. I love that one. I'm right at the end of that one. I actually haven't beat it yet, but I've played it both with one of my friends and with my wife, and I've loved all of it. So, anyways, but moving on, Warcraft. I love the original Warcraft games. I am a fan of like World of Warcraft, but I never got fully into that. The thing that really got me into the entire series was the originals. Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, then there was the expansion, which I think was Black Tides, if I remember right. I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But those ones were just phenomenal games from back in the day. And going off of that, I also love StarCraft. I used to be huge in the real-time strategy games. I mean, I still kind of am. But I used to spend hours and hours and hours just playing StarCraft against like the AI. And I dabbled a little bit online, but I quickly learned I'm trash against other people. So I never jumped on there too often. But next, so around 9 for me.
Yep.
Fallout. The Fallout series are one of my all-time favorites. I loved 3, which is the one that got me into the whole thing. I had a friend tell me one time back in college, he's like, hey, you should play this game Fallout 3, it's amazing. I was like, what the heck is that? And then ever since I bought it and played it, I was like, oh my gosh. So I never played the first 2, but Fallout 3, New Vegas, Fallout 4, all great games. Yeah, Fallout Boy, I mean, they're all great.
There's the Vault game that we've
Fallout Shelter. Yeah, we've been streaming that a lot, which is a fun game. And then soon we'll have Fallout 76, and I'm looking forward to playing that too. So, lastly, which is a tough one, but I chose Assassin's Creed to be my roundout. So those games I've never was into those at the very beginning. So I actually missed out a lot on like the first Assassin's Creed and the second, but I loved Assassin's Creed 3 due to the historical aspect of it. I loved how it was set in early, like, revolutionary American history days. And then I really loved, I think it's Unity was the one that was in Paris. I thought it was amazing how you could climb, like, Notre Dame and all that stuff. And then
fight the Hunchback.
Yeah, fight the Hunchback. You know, all those good times in the game. If you missed that, it's a hidden thing. But anyways, the newest one, even Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I'm loving that. I'm only a little ways into it, but I'm a huge fan of history, so anything is totally gonna get me on that aspect of it. But yeah, those are great games. So, but yeah, that'll be my top 10 list. So we thank you guys for asking the questions. We appreciate the support.
Yes, we love you guys.
We love you. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. But I hope you enjoyed us downing some just lovely, tasty insects.
They're still stuck in my teeth.
Yeah, they're all up in my throat right now, and it feels weird. I need a drink.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.
See you later.
See ya.